Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk about manifestation, magic, and more. Today I wanted to talk about some things to help boost your manifesting um, for basically anyone that might have a problem with asking for help or asking others to, provide things that they might need. And this is an important subject because I think a lot of people, especially with today's busy world, might feel a little bit shy or a little bit uncomfortable asking for those, favors or things that they really desire. And I know for myself, I have had a thing where I didn't want to ask people because I felt like I didn't want to inconvenience them, and I care a lot about other people. So it was a tricky balance of when am I gonna bother someone, or when can I actually ask for what I need. And I've always just felt, it actually stems back from my childhood, because, and maybe this is for some of you guys too, or others listening, is that my parents were always super happy, especially my mom, when my sister and me would be a little more independent. We were both so close in age, so anytime that I could tie my own shoes or I could do things on my own, I was really praised and given a lot of love. So there was a connection from being independent and receiving love. And obviously my mom loved me no matter what, and she didn't mean to do this at all. But I just developed this thing where it was loving to not be a burden or to ask for help or to get things done for me and to be super overly independent. But this ties into manifesting, because if you feel like you have to do everything and you feel like you have to work really hard, then you're going to have to do everything and work really hard to bring your manifestations into fruition, because you have this belief that is kind of ruling what is going to be a reality. So the biggest thing that I can suggest for anyone is really branching out and, maybe stepping into that uncomfort zone and asking others for help, because a ton of other people, even strangers, love giving help and feel gratification and feel love and joy from helping other people. And I really started to notice this for myself during COVID, because it was such a closed off time. I really went out of my way to carry a shopping cart back for a little old lady, or open doors for other people, or if maybe someone dropped something, grab it. It was kind of funny because lots of people were like, stay back, don't approach me, because maybe I was contagious or whatever. But I really just felt in my heart that I really wanted to be more of service for people, because it was a time where we were kind of disconnected. And so that's kind of an interesting thing. But the more that I felt like I've been to service for people, the more joy that actually brings me. And I've always loved when friends have asked me to do small favors or help them move or do stuff, because it just makes me feel a little more valued. And that's I know that I can then depend on them and ask them stuff. And because I had this weird stigma about asking people for help, and it was even for little stuff like carrying my groceries, with my partners, a lot of people I've dated and stuff were wanting to be a little more chivalrous. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, they wanted to be sweet and carry my groceries, but I was oh no, I can do it, it's okay. And I was always shutting down their nice gestures. I'm what the heck, this girl's so independent, what's wrong with you? But I think that can really shut down the universe too. When you're not able to ask for stuff, then do you truly believe you can ask for stuff from the universe and just receive it without having to work hard for it, or without having to do something in return? And a lot of these different questions, if you start to get to the bottom of it, you might be actually, blocking yourself from receiving things more easily. I'm not saying that you won't get your manifestation. I believe if you work hard as well, you can achieve manifestations. But wouldn't it be nice to just be given things and just to expect that the universe wants to help us, and that our friends and our coworkers and our peers and everyone we're interacting with also wants to have harmonious, interactions in this way? And maybe you're a person that really doesn't like to give and you feel like it's a burden, or you feel like, oh, I hope no one asks me to do anything. Well, then maybe that's a question to look at in yourself as to why that is. Because maybe that's also blocking you and thinking that, oh, well, I don't like to give to other people. Other people aren't going to want to give to me, or the universe isn't going to want to give to me. So that can also be a limiting belief that you maybe should examine and see, because obviously there's a million different scenarios, and I believe that we're manifesting whatever we start to program our subconscious with, and the beliefs that we really ingrain in ourselves. So if they're really limiting beliefs, or beliefs that are just, that it's hard, or that it's not easy, and that things can't just come to you, or anything like that, then why not try to change it and try to start seeing it in a more optimistic, positive way? And yeah, I just wanted to come on because this is still coming up for me, like the ability to ask for help and ask my partners for help, and really, and I know it's not just me either, because I've met quite a few other independent girls, and I think I get along well with them because we both had that kind of independent thing about us, where we're both just like really go-getters and do a lot ourselves. And then it's nice to have other friends that are like that you kind of both meet at a center space. But anyways, I just thought that this is something that has really helped me when I've focused more on it, and when I started to realize the connections between this. And it might be a lot of little unravelings of different things that you can analyze of your life, but just give notice to when you can't ask for help, when you can ask for help, what's easy to. And you kind of have to step past the fear. If you have a big fear of just asking people, maybe you need to ask people. Maybe you need to get investors for your dream project. Maybe you have to just be bold and like let others help you. Well, really like stepping out of that, out of your comfort zone, and just really pushing through a little bit, you might see huge progress. And I really think that that's like going to shift so much for you when it comes to manifesting. If you like this, let me know in the comments, or if you've ever had a hard time asking for something but it really paid off. I'd love to know what that was for you guys. And if you like this, you can thumbs up or subscribe. Ta-ta for now. Bye.